Welcome to Conversion Conversations. This is Cameron, and I don't have my normal microphone with me today, mostly because I am coughing a little bit and I didn't want to get that on mic. Today I am taking a look at Transformers Generations War for Cybertron SIEGE Spinister. And Spinister is a remake of the classic G1 double Targetmaster. He turns into a blue and purple helicopter that looks really, really awesome. I'm very happy with how this toy turned out. It's a deluxe class figure, and it's perfectly deluxe size in vehicle mode. We'll see how he stands in robot mode. Everything tabs in really securely. We do have this like faux cockpit underneath, but I do think it helps bulk out the silhouette of the helicopter, which I'm perfectly happy with. And yeah, he just looks really, really sharp. My only complaint in this mode really is that we have a landing gear on the front for him. We don't really have any equivalent landing gear on the back, which is a little odd. I mean, he stands on his belly just fine, but would have been nice to have some additional landing gear. Besides that, we've got our propellers spinning just fine. We've got two guns mounted on these side pods here. And yeah, just a neat looking helicopter. We'll go ahead and start getting him transformed. Gonna take the guns that mimic his Targetmasters off the sides. Actually, one thing I do want to show, because he doesn't come with his traditional Targetmasters as battlemasters, instead they sold them separately. One of them comes with Skywarp's box set. I did want to show, since I do have that Targetmaster, that you can put the Battlemaster, on this side platform, and when you get the other one, which comes in Wave 5 right here, he can hold his Targetmasters along with his guns no problem. He's got enough ports for that. Okay, so now let's get into transformation. The first thing we're going to do is flip over to his bottom. If you haven't already, you can put up that landing gear. Then he can flip out this platform underneath his cockpit, and we can untab his feet from his arms. They're both like pod mechanisms on the side in helicopter mode, and they tab together really securely, but you can untab those since we're going to transform him. Now we can come in on his belly, this faux cockpit. It also has a platform, a hinge like this, securing it around the upper part of his leg. But now that things are untabbed, we can come in and we can pull it out. You can, once it's separated from the rest of the helicopter body, you can open up the back of the hinge and pull away the rest of the leg. So now we've got one leg here. We can come in up top, fold out the other leg here, and now you can see, turning things this way, the general shape of his legs. We can close up on those hollow spaces in the back of his legs. And now his feet in helicopter mode, they also have a slot and tab to secure everything together. We can rotate out on this hinge on the foot, rotate out and away to break that tab connection, and close up. There we go, flip it the other way so his foot goes on the right way. And flip things in on the hinge underneath his foot to give him a solid foot under his leg. Same thing on this side, untab here, bring that down, rotate the foot, bring it all into his leg, and now we've got his legs just fine. And I do like the look of these legs. Again, we're getting that battle damage, which doesn't look terrible, but would have been much better as just solid gunmetal gray. Now we can come up top, and it's already disconnected as part of the just tension from the transformation. We can open up the top of his helicopter mode, flip, rotate up the rest of the helicopter mode, and then we can kind of see his head poking out at us. We can unpeg his hands from his biceps, bring those down. Now we can take the back of the helicopter, it folds in twice, it folds down like this, and then we're going to rotate the whole thing behind him, which will create his chest detail that we're looking for. Now the back of his back and the top of the helicopter mode, That can close up nice and tight. The propeller comes in half like this. We rotate our cockpit around. And now we have Spinister, and he looks really, really neat. We can give him his forearm guns. Oop. They peg right here and right here. And he is a solid looking deluxe. He's a bit on the tall side for a deluxe figure. Here he is next to Brunt. And I mean, he's like a head and a half taller than Brunt. I've seen comparison with him next to some of the Voyagers. He's not quite, to me, he's not quite Voyager size, but he is definitely a very big deluxe on the scale of Ironhide. I really like the look of him. They got his colors right. You know, the right parts of the helicopter were blue and the right parts of it were purple, and it turns into the right robot mode parts being blue and purple. I love this lighter purple color, pinkish almost. That head sculpt looks just great. I really like that head sculpt. And his articulation is really solid. Just nothing but good things to say about this figure, except maybe that battle damage. His head can turn side to side. Let me do this. His head turns side to side. We got some down tilt, some up tilt. His arms go 360, of course, due to transformation. He's got great double jointed elbows. His wrists can swivel. His legs can full Van Damme, no problem. They can go up and back plenty. His knees are only slightly past 90 degrees unless you want to open up that hinge, and then you can get more than 90, but you are breaking up the sculpt a little bit. And like every Siege figure, he has tremendous ankle tilt. No worries there. So yeah, easy recommendation. Spinister, out of the deluxes, he might be my favorite of the Siege line, and I'm really surprised because I just wasn't expecting this toy at all. I can't wait until I have both Battlemasters for him to wield. I think he looks great. Easy recommendation for 20 bucks. Nice and short review, even though I've got nothing but good things to say. Highly recommend. Pick him up if you get a chance. Alright, thanks. Have a great day.